Chernobyl didn't start with an explosion. It started with a night shift. Coffee, fluorescent lights, a room full of men doing what they've done 100 times, right up until the moment they realized something was wrong. And what surprises me the most is how ordinary this place feels. And suddenly, it's not ordinary at all. Because somewhere inside this building, on April 26th, 1986, the world split into two timelines. Before Chernobyl and after it. Chernobyl was one of the most important energy sites in the Soviet Union. The plant had 4 reactors operating by the mid-1980s, and it powered a huge part of the region. On April 25th, 1986, Reactor 4 was supposed to be shut down for routine maintenance. Before turning it off, the crew decided to run one last test. If the power went out, could the plant keep itself running for a few moments until the backup generators kicked in? It's an easy question on paper, but inside an RBMK reactor, the conditions for that test pushed the core into a state it was never meant to be in. And what happens next? Well, Chernobyl isn't just a story from 1986. It's a place that still exists, it's still monitored, it's still dangerous in ways you can't even see. And after Russia invaded Ukraine, this area became something else entirely. Chernobyl, with all its history, lore, and now frontline adjacent reality, still feels like a mystery. And I want to see what I'd find if I came here myself. We've explored Pripyat, the city that was abandoned, but Pripyat is the aftermath. We're leaving the ghost city behind and walking into the machine that made it, the source, the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant.
Now we are staying on the panoramic spot where it's kind of nice to see the power plant in full scale. We can see reactor.
In the distance is the new safe confinement, the giant arch built over Reactor 4. Most people see that shape and think that's Chernobyl. But that structure exists because the first cover built over the reactor was only meant to last for 30 years. See, right after the explosion, they had to cover an open, burning reactor, and they had to do it fast. So they built what the world would come to call the sarcophagus, a massive concrete tomb designed to keep radiation leaking from the destroyed reactor. But it was just a band-aid on a huge problem. So in 2007, in a rare moment of the world coming together, 45 countries funded the construction of the new safe confinement. The massive $2 billion structure was built a few hundred meters away from the plant, designed to be slid over the sarcophagus, becoming the world's largest movable structure. And to get inside it, we have to go through the plant first. And as soon as we get there, Chernobyl gives us a very Chernobyl welcome, a radiation scanning room.
Yeah, so basically this is to measure my body before we enter the power plant, and then as we leave, we do this measurement again to measure how much radiation my body has absorbed.
There is no cesium-137 in your body and no radionuclides, so all good.
Not yet.
Not yet. And now I'm a Ukrainian soldier. So I have really bad news. We just found out Natalia is full of radiation, and she's basically glowing in the dark.
Yeah.
She thinks it's funny. I don't find it funny at all.
After the radiation scan, we have to change into the clothes they make you wear inside the plant.
Check 1, 2.
Once that's done, we start heading deeper inside.
All right, we're all wearing the same matching outfits. It's like a fashion show.
Now you can film, all good.
Yeah, by the way, there's gonna be a lot of different points I can film, and then I'm gonna have to turn the camera off because of security reasons.
You're gonna see that happen a few times throughout this exploration. Someone tells me to stop, the camera cuts, and then we're somewhere else. It's just a part of filming inside the power plant.
Here also fine. You can film here now, and after this door, you need to stop.
Okay, I'm gonna stop filming as soon as we walk through this door. And by the way, guys, this building is huge. We've been walking for a long way.
And when I say this place is huge, I'm not exaggerating. We've already walked more than a quarter mile in a straight line inside the plant, and we're not even close to the first room they want to show me. It's the most walking I've done since I broke my leg. And somehow, everybody here seems to know exactly where we're going, except for me, of course.
So where are we at now, Natalia?
Now we are moving with golden corridor of the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, which combines all of the reactor rooms.
This is territory of Unit 2.
Territory of Unit 2.
Yes, second reactor of Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant territory, basically. Okay, now here better to stop filming.
Radiation checks are constant here. They're little reminders all throughout the plant that this isn't some frozen museum piece.
It's for alpha and beta emitting, not gamma,
Yeah.
but alpha and beta. The biggest, the most dangerous.
Wow.
For
And
example, you can check your legs.
no radiation, huh? All clear?
And a few minutes later, we're led into one of the most important rooms in the entire complex. This is the control room for Reactor 3. This is where operators monitored the reactor, watched the gauges, and controlled the systems that kept Unit 3 running. The kind of work that depends on people noticing small changes before they become big ones. What's surprising is that Reactor 3 kept running for years after the disaster. In fact, it was the last reactor at Chernobyl still producing electricity until it was finally shut down in December of 2000. Which is wild to think about, really, because while Reactor 4 became one of the most infamous places on Earth, life in this room kept going right next door.
Look how vintage this is. The famous button to shut down the entire reactor is this one button right here. Wow, there it goes. It just lit up. There it is. Oh, wow. This looks like Star Wars. And it's so perfectly preserved in here.
Yes, here, yes. All the details.
The first control panel control the reactor. This for controlling the unit, and this for turbines. 3 engineers who managed all.
This entire room was just 3 engineers.
And the main chief engineer.
It's wild to think that a place this big was in the hands of a team that small. Even wilder that the nuclear reactor was being run almost entirely by hand.
All you need to do manual is your fingers.
It's all analog. All of this is analog. I mean, nowadays you could have this just ran by a computer.
In your smartphone, app in your in smartphone.
It's crazy.
Let me show you the heart of this. А не знаешь, где тут свет, не помнишь?
Не знаю, но если вы тут будете ходить,
Не, ну я просто...
то туда нежелательно тоже.
Там и грязно.
Да.
So all this equipment, this is like computer. Can you imagine? Now in one smartphone can be.
All of this can be run off of a smartphone.
Even in death, the plant still has to be watched closely and measured through the long process of decommissioning.
It's amazing that it all still has power running to it.
So what's left on in this room isn't Reactor 3 at work. It's the afterlife of it.
Some of system are still working.
Still working.
Just down the hall, Alexei wants to show me a small room that still plays a crucial role here.
Hello.
Добрий день.
The Reactor 3 radiation monitoring room. It's not big, it's not flashy, but it's still active, and it's still watched around the clock.
Everything is analog. All this old equipment. And it still all works.
For sure, yeah. Because analog.
Because analog, that's exactly right.
Soviet engineering wasn't designed to be upgraded, and the philosophy was simple. If it works, don't change it. Every modification is a variable, and variables is a risk.
Check out how old these computers are.
Decommissioned.
Oh, this is decommissioned?
Watch your head, Jeremy.
Most people who come to Chernobyl see the parts that are preserved, the control rooms and the places they want you to see. This isn't that. We're going into the guts of the plant, the stuff that kept the reactors running.
What a maze. I mean, this place is so big.
It's cold and damp in these tunnels, and there's a peculiar metallic taste in the air. Somewhere at the end of it is Reactor 3.
So this monitored radiation. Look at it, it's got, I think it's like floating inside of there.
Here comes, I think.
Yeah, and it keeps it suspended.
The pressure in the
So
system.
why is it past the red line?
Because maybe not less than this red line.
So to be clear, the radiation meter is sitting above the red line, and the official explanation is that it's above the red line because it's not below it. Technically correct, not comforting.
So the memorial of the only one guy who disappeared in the moment of explosion.
Wow.
Somewhere under this wall. So nobody.
They never found his body. And he's somewhere behind this wall.
Yes.
His name is Valeri Hodamchuk. He's believed to be the first person killed in the disaster. When the explosion happened, he was in the main circulation pump hall of Reactor 4. He was instantly buried beneath tons of rubble and radioactive material, which made it impossible to recover his body.
And this palm, this is palm print of his wife and mother.
Wow.
And this is the only place where they can come and remember.
His mother found out about his death when days later, his name was announced on television along with the initial casualties of the accident. For his wife, his children, and his family, there was no real goodbye, no final moment of closure. The memorial was put exactly here in room 419 because it's the closest room to the area where Valeri's body is presumed to be. And from here, the whole atmosphere starts to change.
Now we are going to upstairs.
Okay.
About 30 meters. Could you do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
We're deep enough now where the plant starts to feel different. And with every step, the radiation becomes less of an idea and more of a real concern. The rules are getting tighter, and the time we spend in certain places matters a whole lot more.
So your meter just keeps going off.
It's over 12 now.
It's over 12, right?
Considering the fact it should be 0.30.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, watch all your steps. Ну, так это циркуляционная.
Main circulating pump.
So this is the circulation pump to pump water to cool reactor 3.
Without the circulation pumps, the reactor doesn't just stop, it melts. And it was this exact system in the reactor next door that failed on the night of April 26th.
Так, тихонько.
Yep. All these little dials here to control the water flow, I imagine. So all of these pumps are just for reactor number 3.
We've passed through reactor 3's pump room. Surely we're getting close to the reactor itself.
Yeah, see why we have the helmets?
Yeah.
What's amazing to me is how massive this place really is. Rooms leading into more rooms, hallways splitting off in every direction. And the stairs. The stairs in here are brutal.
It's just impossible to stop filming here. Like,
I know, everything's so photogenic.
yes, exactly. Oh my God. I want to stay here.
What's the meter saying now?
2.52.
Okay, that's not bad. So the highest that we've seen so far is 12.
I've actually seen 14 already for a couple of seconds.
And my leg is having a conversation with me right now that I'm just choosing to ignore.
So we've been going up these stairs forever now.
Oh yeah.
Most of the workout my leg's gotten since I broke it.
Okay, from here you cannot film.
Okie doke.
So here we stop.
After all those stairs, we stop into this small room to get ready for what's next.
So this is personnel, like a break room. Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
And this is kept all original.
We need to prepare our mask.
Okay.
From here on out, we have to wear masks because the next place we're about to see is Reactor 3 itself.
So what do the masks and gloves protect us from?
From aerosols. From alpha beta aerosols.
Like, is it radiation in the air? Like, I don't understand.
Yes. Of course, it's everywhere clean for aerosols, but we need to be sure with
Just in case, yeah.
The concern here isn't radiation floating through the air like fog. It's radioactive dust left behind from the accident decades ago. So basically, the mask doesn't stop radiation, but it stops the dust that carries it.
All right, masked up. Here we go.
Okay, be careful here.
Up to this point, we've been moving through the systems around the reactor. And now, we're about to finally see the thing itself.
Oh, ready?
Yes.
Ooh, reactor hall number 3.
What I'm looking at is hard to even comprehend. This is the exact same design as Reactor 4. Same build, same everything. The only difference between this and the one that changed the world is a wall.
Wow, and look how big this room is.
So this is refueling machine. During the operation, it could take out the old fuel assembly and load the new one without stopping the process.
The refueling machine was designed for precision, extracting spent fuel rods while the reactor was still running. No shutdown required. It was a major achievement of engineering.
1,661 spent fuel assemblies in one reactor, each about 11 or 12 meters long.
11 or 12 meters down.
Here you see the metal shield,
Yes.
like 1 meter or something like that. Then concrete slab, 2 or 3 meters. And this huge concrete slab was thrown up on the unit 4. Thrown up and stay like this. 2,000 tons?
2,000 tons.
2,000 tons. Not just metal and graphite, but contaminated debris scattered across the landscape in seconds. The RBMK was a Soviet reactor design unlike anything built in the West. Graphite moderated, water-cooled, and built with a flaw its designers either didn't fully understand or chose to ignore. The hotter the reactor ran, the more unstable it became. In most reactor designs, rising temperature slows the reaction down, a natural self-correction. But in the RBMK, it did the opposite. Rising heat meant rising power. Rising power meant more heat, a feedback loop with no natural ceiling.
It's amazing that we're allowed to just walk on this thing. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy.
Hell yeah. Even under my mask, it's clearly, I'm super happy.
On the way out, we have to step on decontamination mats to clean off the bottom of our shoes.
Try to kind of clean your shoes like this here.
Okay. So there's probably radiation on our shoes.
Yes.
Well, that's a comforting feeling.
And then the hands and feet radiation scanner. And by the end of the day, these things start to feel pretty normal around here.
So what's it saying?
Now it's clean. You can step out.
So I'm clean. All good?
Yep. А, туда? Точно.
Now back down our favorite stairs. What a maze. This place is just a massive complex. It's so much bigger than any photo, any videos that I've seen. You would have to just see it for yourself to understand this place is just so massive.
This plant was built to power an entire region. 4 reactors, thousands of workers. And somewhere inside of it, something we didn't plan for today is now waiting for us.
So now we are going to the new sarcophagus of reactor number 4, and what surprises me the most is the fact that we will go inside to see the old sarcophagus, the very original one.
Okay.
I've been just one time, but I did not expect we will go today. So pretty cool.
So there is forbidden to filming everywhere in next room.
Oh my god.
You're
What
excited?
the hell? Yes. Wow.
Right. We got another one of these things. You know we're getting close to radiation when we see one of those.
We're inside the sarcophagus now, and the next room we're about to see is the most radioactive place yet. We can only spend a few minutes inside before the exposure becomes too dangerous. I've waited my whole life to see this place. The room that altered history and changed the world forever. The control room of Reactor 4.
So it was open, the door was open, so we can visit now the control room of Unit 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
You go first, I guess.
Y'all ready for
Man.
this?
Don't touch anything.
Okay.
Very dirty.
Oh my God. Wow. I like this one even more. Oh my God. Guys, look at this.
In the early hours of April 26, 1986, a group of operators were in this room, and they had no idea what was about to happen. One test, one miscalculation, and the world felt it. But maybe the most haunting part of this story isn't just what happened here. It's how impossible they thought this was.
Sometimes people ask whether a nuclear power plant can explode. I can say with full responsibility that this is absolutely impossible.
The scariest part isn't that they were wrong. It's how certain they were.
So you see, this room is neglected like this, not because of explosion, but because of time, people using the buttons in the other reactors. So it's not because of explosion.
Yeah.
And somewhere in this room, the final command was given. The emergency shutdown. The switch that was meant to bring the reactor under control.
So with the main button to
Not
turn.
button, but the place where it was.
It was.
The button that everyone talks about. The AZ-5. The emergency shutdown switch that was supposed to stop the reactor, but instead, the reactor surged. And as for the original AZ-5 button from Reactor 4, well, it's lost to history, likely buried in rubble or removed decades ago during cleanup and decommissioning.
Yes, here we cannot stay for a long time because it's too contaminated here, so...
Yeah, we need to hurry up and get out of here.
But there's one more thing I gotta check out before we go.
Well, what's the radiation?
Let's wait. And now it's gonna
Oh,
be
it
bigger.
keeps climbing.
21.
Are you kidding me? It's 21? This is the most amount we've seen so far.
Yes.
It jumped up to 20, now it's 19? Wow. So, are we cooked?
We'll see in some years.
Later on.
Okay, I think better run away.
Okay, let's get out of here.
What happened in this room belongs to 1986, but what we're about to see next doesn't. You'd think a place like Chernobyl had already seen enough, but turns out war doesn't work like that. Russian forces invaded the exclusion zone in 2022, and when they pulled out, they left landmines throughout the entire region, making the exclusion zone extremely dangerous to navigate. But that wasn't the end of Chernobyl's story.
After we don't stop filming.
February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day, a Russian drone with a high explosive warhead hit the new safe confinement. It blasted a hole in the outer shell, damaging the very structure built to keep Reactor 4 sealed off from the world. Luckily, radiation levels were stable, but this raises the obvious question. Why the hell would they target this place? It's not even producing power anymore. It's a controlled disaster zone. But in war, targets aren't always about what they do. Sometimes it's about what they mean. You don't need to explain this place to anybody. The second that people hear that name, they think radiation, disaster, fear. And Russia's leveraged that fear since day one of this war, using nuclear threats, occupying Zaporizhia Nuclear Power Plant, and taking control of Chernobyl itself at the very start of the invasion. My take, this wasn't really about destroying Chernobyl. It was about what the fear of Chernobyl does to people. If you can make the world genuinely afraid of nuclear catastrophe, if you can put that image back in people's heads, then maybe world leaders start hesitating. Maybe they think twice before supporting Ukraine. And they did all this without firing a single nuke. Oh, and the attack happened just before the Munich Security Conference, where world leaders were meeting to discuss their support for Ukraine. I don't think the timing was a coincidence. Either way, it pulled Chernobyl out of the past and dragged it right back into the present.
So this right here is the debris, and this is part of the damaged roof that they've already repaired, but this is what's left of the rubble.
Oh yeah.
You can see the blast written all over it, the shrapnel marks, how the explosion ripped through the metal. But I'm not really thinking about the mechanics of it. This thing is brand new. It was supposed to last 100 years, and all it took was one drone to punch a hole in it. The new safe confinement isn't just a building, It's a promise that we've contained the disaster, that the world is safe from what happened here. But looking at the wreckage, I'm realizing how fragile that promise actually is. One strike and everything we thought was secure just isn't.
Oh, the doggy guard. Oh, cute.
And we have a Chernobyl dog.
How lucky he is to be here.
So cute.
This is the control room of new safe confinement. The information spot, look at all these screens. Everything is controlled here.
This room completely changes how I see this place. From the outside, the new safe confinement looks like a giant shell, but in here, it's alive. Monitoring systems running non-stop, ventilation systems filter the air constantly, and radiation monitors track the levels in real time. Because this place isn't just covering the disaster, it's trying to undo it. The NSC was built to help take apart the old sarcophagus piece by piece, using massive crane systems built right into the structure itself. Basically, the building isn't a tomb. It's more like a surgery room. One of the screens catches my eye, a live air raid alert map, and someone's watching it around the clock. This place was engineered to contain the worst nuclear disaster in history, and now it's watching for the next one. But all this monitoring, all this engineering, all of it leads to one place. Reactor 4.
Whoa.
We're in the staging area, just before the old sarcophagus. I don't know what I expected, maybe a small transition room, but definitely not this. And it's clean, immaculately clean, because clean means controlled.
Interesting smell in here.
Yeah,
It almost smells sweet,
exactly. Oh,
kind of like blueberry. They run a tight ship around here.
Every procedure, every measurement is strict, because beyond this point, you're stepping into the most radioactive part of the entire site.
Back to the mask.
okay, now yes.
Before we go in, a quick safety briefing. He keeps it short. Masks stay on, no matter what. Don't touch anything. Don't sit down. Don't set anything on the ground. And never remove your gloves.
I'm speechless. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. And look at all this water raining down. And guys, I cannot describe how big this place is. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
The original sarcophagus was built in 206 days. Thousands of workers, soldiers, miners, and engineers poured concrete over an open burning reactor core. They worked in shifts of minutes because that's all their bodies could survive. And what they built was never meant to be a permanent solution. It was meant to buy time. And inside it, to this day, sits approximately 200 tons of melted nuclear fuel. Uranium, graphite, and concrete, so hot it melted through the reactor floor and burned into the earth beneath it. And now it's cooled into a mass that'll stay radioactive for the next 20,000 years. And I'm standing next to it.
So this entire time your thing's been going off, how much radiation's in this room?
It was just 15 as I check it out. Now 16. And of course, as closer, as worse it is.
So that's why we're standing so far away from it.
Yes, yes.
Nothing in here looks dangerous, but every step closer matters. That's the part my brain struggles with. Something this deadly can look so still.
Oh, I guess we're going closer to it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Oh, this is incredible.
So, if you want to film, 1 minute.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, it's extremely radioactive exactly here.
Yeah, so we gotta.
Oh, нихуя себе.
What's the meter say?
52.
It's 52 right now. God.
Oh my god, боже мой.
Yeah, we gotta go.
And just like that, we gotta leave. Now for the decontamination again. Everybody pretty much glides across the mat and keeps walking. Me, on the other hand, I'm back here scrubbing the bottom of my shoes like my life depends on it. I'm holding up the group. They motion me to come on. And now time for the radiation scan, to find out whether I'm taking any souvenirs I didn't ask for. And I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous right now.
Finally, English language.
Moment of truth.
Bonjour, bonjour. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. No contamination.
How it changed the language once you stepped in.
I don't know. Thought I was a French guy.
Merci beaucoup. Non contaminé.
It changed the language for you too.
Yeah, the magic of radiation.
And now for the full body scan. And I use the word scan loosely. This thing looks like it was borrowed from a museum.
So this is a full body one. This one's very thorough. Cool.
Almost full body. You see how many detectors?
Yeah, that's it. All right, moment of truth for Natalia.
She steps in, nothing. She tries again, still nothing. The machine that's supposed to tell us if we're radioactive can't even detect Natalia.
Natalia broke it.
It's just not detecting my skin, I don't know why.
It's like a crude joke Chernobyl's playing on us right before we leave. God, I love this place.
So be careful. Лёш, скажешь, когда будем заходить, что...
It's amazing this guy knows where we're going. How do you remember the layout of this building is beyond me.
We still have a long way to go before we're out of the exclusion zone. And on the way back, there's one last place we need to stop.
Just make sure to not film that vehicle, and that's it, yeah.
So this is called Monument of Those Who Saved the World?
Yes, it's written here in Ukrainian, for those who saved the world. Firefighters on the right side, those who measured radiation around, controlled radioactivity. We can see miners, we can see doctors here. So basically it's for everyone who participated in liquidating consequences of Chernobyl accident.
And these guys quite literally saved the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Ukraine is that there's so many monuments for so many events.
Yes, honoring the memory is quite important thing after some horrible event has happened and people dealt with it, especially when it is successfully solved. So it will be always the monument.
Chernobyl is one of those places that doesn't let you leave the same way you came in. You show up thinking it's a story about an explosion, a ghost city, a broken reactor. Then you get closer and you realize it's about people, what they built, what they broke, what they lost, and what it took just to keep the damage from going farther. I came here to see what I'd find, and what I found were two different worlds tied to the same night. Pripyat, the place the world walked away from, and the power plant, the place the world never really could. Together, they tell a story of what one night in 1986 actually cost. And nobody knows what Chernobyl looks like in 50 years, or 100. All we know is this: Chernobyl is not finished with us.